Welcome back to SnowRunner. You join us today at Smithfield Dam in the Fleetstar F2070A, and we're looking at the mission today. Well. Now this is one of two missions we're going to be doing, including a second mission. That means we're heading back to Black River, but I'll explain that when we get to it. First of all, we're focusing on well. So we need to go to the service hub, pick up vehicle spare parts. We only need one of them. We're going to put it on the back of the Fleetstar, and then we're going to head to Bill's house. Yes, Bill's house. Nice and simple. We kind of looked at this in the last episode. We kind of saw where it was on the map, and it's a fairly simple one. I'm not too sure on the road to get there because we've not really been to his house other than when we was exploring with the scout. So I vaguely remember the road layout, and it isn't the easiest road layout if I remember correctly, but we'll figure that out as we get there. But service spare parts from the service hub. Job done, they're collected. So now we just need to get to Bill's house. Yeah, only two. I've picked the wrong ones up. So I need... hang on. I need vehicle spare parts. I picked up the wrong ones. Yeah, there we go. That's right. That is right, isn't it? Vehicle spare parts are the smaller ones. Yeah, I didn't even... I was too busy chatting away. Didn't even think about what I was pressing. I picked up the wrong ones and realised. There we go. Job done. We've got the right ones now. That's the important part, isn't it? That could have been really bad. Okay. Let's have a look at our route. So we're going to leave the service hub past the garage, the usual route, down towards the farm and our overturned trailer, which I'm now leaving there for the time being, as a bit of a monument to our first arrival in Smithfield Dam. Okay, we've got a little bit of a road that goes there. Looks a little bit waterlogged. And then we've got to go up. That's the bit. It looks a little bit tricky. And then we turn off, and there's the house. It's where them hills are that I'm a little bit concerned whether the Fleetstar will fit. There was a second way of going, I think, through the farm. But this seems the shortest route. Shortest not necessarily being the best route, but I don't know. We'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who watched the previous two episodes, because they were... there was one mission, well, it's two in the end, but Winter Store, that mission was incredible. Winter Store, sorry. That mission was incredible. Incredibly difficult, time consuming. But it's done. That's the important thing. And yeah, I definitely made a mistake in that episode in adding in a second job. I think I learned a lesson where if we don't have to use a trailer on the back of the Fleetstar and we can just chuck it on the back bed, that makes life easier. I think we could have made that a lot easier for ourselves if I hadn't taken the trailer and just used the crane to lift the stuff off the trailer and put it on the back of the Fleetstar. That would have sped things up, I think. But you don't know these things till you try. We definitely learned the Fleetstar is underpowered. Doesn't really have the pulling power for that kind of thing. We have seen that previously, but we've got no way around it currently because we've only got this and the Chevrolet Kodiak. And the Kodiak missing all-wheel drive really doesn't help itself. Right. Okay, this is a little bit wet. I wasn't expecting to be this bad. We can see the floor. It's actually... it's not that bad. It looks worse than what it is. I think the fact it's night time doesn't really help. But that looked a lot worse on the map than actually what it was. And the Fleetstar, no issues at all. Right, squeeze between these rocks. Okay. We don't do all our missions at night, by the way. I've noticed that, you know, we do a lot of stuff at night. I don't ever skip time. I know you can skip time and you can make it daytime. I never ever skip time. So sometimes a mission starts in the day and ends at night, or we start at night and end in the day. But it's whatever time of day it is in game when I start recording. I don't ever change it. So if we have to do things at night, we do things at night. It might look better if we did them during the day, but yeah, I just don't. I start recording, start doing the missions, and whatever time of day it is, that's what we do it in. It makes it more realistic, I think, in that way, rather than always doing every job during the day. Okay, this is not a fun path to be trying to follow. Through the trees, the winch is helping massively. It's just tight, and we're still heading uphill, which obviously is a bit, well, not hard, but a bit awkward, I should say, in the Fleetstar. It's definitely not. It's not causing it an issue. We can manage perfectly fine with the weight and the power we have, but it's It's awkward because I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to obviously overdo it and take a wrong turn, or I don't want to catch a rock wrong and overturn the vehicle. So because of that, I'm trying to be really careful. This is really tight. How am I getting... Just got to ride the rocks a little bit here just to get around this one. And the tree's kind of in the awkward position for the camera, to be fair. Can we put ourselves through a little bit? Come on. Let's see if we can put ourselves forward. There we go. Yeah, that tree, the camera angle isn't helpful. We made it though. I did say when we looked at the route that the rocky part, the hilly part, the rocks were the bit that I was worried about. And I think my worries were true. It just seems the most awkward. Okay. Be a bit careful of suspension. We obviously try not to damage the vehicles we're in as much as possible. It doesn't cost us anything to fix it, but it can impair the vehicle, make it worse to use. But so far, we don't... Oh, I thought for a minute we might tip there. Come on. Still, the Fleetstar currently is our powerhouse. Bit of damage on the engine there. Must have caught a rock, I think. Yeah, it's our powerhouse currently. And considering it lacks so much power, it feels weird calling it a powerhouse. But at the minute, we need some more vehicles. And because we're not going to buy them, we need to find them. Oh, some more damage on the engine. It kind of bottomed out. We kind of hit the bottom of that hill, and the engine just kind of went face first into the ground. Not much we could do there. Right, let's get us round this corner. We're actually nearly there, I think. I think we're about to visit Bill. Shouldn't be too far. Another bit of a hill though. Just slowly does it. Try not to get caught on anything either. Come on. Luckily, the Fleetstar isn't a big vehicle really, so it does fit through some of these narrow gaps. Okay, not the best, but it's okay. I can imagine some later vehicles being quite a lot bigger than we are currently. But this is Bill's house. Oh, more engine. What did I hit there? That must have been a rock or something. More engine damage. It's not fun. Okay, we're here anyway. That's the important thing. Let's drop this off to Bill. He can fix whatever vehicle he needs it to fix with the spare parts that we have delivered. There we go. That is mission well complete. Easy peasy, not too bad. I think I went really well. So, on to the next one today. We're looking at Lost Container. Now, for this, we're heading back to Black River. Now, this mission's quite an interesting one in the point that it's a mission where you have to take drilling spare parts, to the warehouse. Now, we can go back and get them from the logistics base in Smithfield Dam, which we opened up in the last episode. We're not doing that. You can see on the map now, drilling spare parts are just there, just to the left of the warehouse, so not too far away. Now, the reason this mission's interesting, and I don't know if this has happened to anyone else, but there was an earlier mission we did where we had to pick up 4 lots of drilling spare parts, which were located near the northeast of the map, and deliver them to the factory. Now, they were fine. We managed to do that absolutely fine. Took 2 journeys, I think it was, nice and easy, even the Fleetstar crane. Yeah. Once we did those, I then couldn't see the drilling spare parts for this mission. They wouldn't show up. And it was only after opening the logistics base in Smithfield Dam that I was looking through missions, what's next, what should we do? And this mission popped up, and I clicked on it thinking, well, what is this? What do we need to do for this? And it showed a pickup point in Black River, because it showed, you know, go through the entrance to Black River from Smithfield Dam. So I went across, and there it was on the map, the drilling spare parts. But they, I swear down, they were not there before. I hate saying swear down. Swear down's so wrong, isn't it? But they were not there before. It's only since we did the logistics base, which actually you can pick up drilling spare parts from, that they then appeared on the map. So I don't know if it's linked to that or not, but we previously had the mission on there, and when we did the other mission to deliver 4 to the factory, there were only 4 to find. But if you selected this mission whilst they were still on the map, they would show up as what you could collect for this mission as well. So that was a bit confusing, but we figured it out at least. After doing logistics base, it now works. I was a bit concerned we'd have a mission we wouldn't be able to complete, but actually it works out fine. And this has worked out brilliantly in the fact that we don't have to bring them back from the logistics base, because one of the worst journeys we could do right now, after everything we went through in the last 2 episodes, is bring one thing from the logistics base all the way to Black River. That would not be fun. It'd be a very long episode too. Probably, I suppose, an easier journey maybe going back, but fuel would be an issue like it has been previously. But yeah, so happy this showed up on the map. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go and grab these. Fairly simple, and you can tell. Well, that's one thing I've noticed. I can tell as well. I don't know if you guys can, but that big puddle we just went through. I remember when we first started on Black River, we were struggling to get through that puddle. We needed road tyres at the time, and you've got to think now we've got the off-road tyres on Fleetstar. It just powers through. There's no real issue at all with it, and in fact most of Black River is fairly simple to use now with the upgrades we've done for tyres and things. It's nice to go back to these areas and do something and actually see the change in the vehicle and how it deals with the terrain in front of us. So yeah, pretty happy with that so far. But we're nearly here. It's probably going to be quite a short episode by the time we get these 2 missions done. But I do like the fact we're getting more than 1 mission done an episode. I know we slotted in, you know, solid foundations in the last episode, but we probably didn't have to. But I just feel we're making good progress if we do a couple of things at a time. Now I am thinking ahead to next episode, and next episode, I'll tell you now, we are going to be logging. For the first time, we are going to do the logging mission in Black River. One of the reasons we came back to Black River was so we could get this mission done. I didn't want this to disappear again, so I wanted to get it done when we had the chance. But also, it meant we can look at what's left to do in Black River and clear some of that remaining stuff. Because it's all well and good being in Smithfield Dam, and I know there's 2 more maps to go to, but I kind of feel a bit... The way I want to do things is a bit off because we wanted to make sure we cleared everything. We only went to Smithfield Dam because a mission took us there, and then we stayed because we was already there, did a few things over there to come back, and then we can finish off a few things around Black River, and then we'll head back to Smithfield Dam when we've done quite the rest of the things out here. But that includes this logging mission. So my plan is, and this is only if the plan works, next episode we are logging. That's the plan. Don't know what vehicles we're going to use. Obviously Fleetstar is going to be up there, isn't it? Chevrolet Kodiak. I'm considering, because I think we have enough money, because I still haven't sold the other Chevrolet Scout vehicle. We have 2 of the same, and I haven't sold it as of yet. So my thinking is I might sell that. If that gives us enough money, I might buy the GMC. We can obviously put new tyres on it, because the previous problem with the GMC, and I hated driving it, I've done it again. Sorry, off on a tangent, I've done it again. So, Studio Gamer previous told us when we've had trouble with the crane, if you fully extend it and try to lift, it won't lift. It's a safety feature on cranes, you can fully understand it, because if a crane is fully extended trying to lift something heavy, you're likely to tip over. It's all to do with the weight and the angles and all that kind of stuff. And I've done it again. I've gone too far away, fully extended the crane, and now struggled to pick the thing up. So, yeah. Every time we do this, I make the same mistake, and every time I know exactly what I've done wrong, but I have to try and fix it on the go. I just don't remember in advance to change it there and then. But yeah, that's why we're struggling to pick it up, because we fully extended the crane. We'll get there. It is going up. It's all good. It's all gravy. It's all gravy. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I'm thinking of buying the GMC back, because we said we'd always buy it back and use it again. But now we can add tyres onto it. They will hopefully work off-road. I'm hoping it'd be a better vehicle, but we'll have a proper look at that probably next time. I don't know if we can use it for logging anyway, but I kind of want to have it back. I always said I wanted it back. After we sold it because we needed the money for tyres, and after we sold it I was saying that I want it back because I don't like the fact I've sold a vehicle that we could use potentially. Obviously I hated it at the time, but mainly because you couldn't go off-road with it, because if you weren't on a road it was rubbish. When it was on the road it was fine. I am kind of diving off at a tangent, but it's one of those things that's in my head. Once it's in my head, I need to get it out. So yeah, GMC, hopefully, fingers crossed, will make a comeback in the next episode alongside logging. That's my plan as it stands. Hopefully, that goes to plan. Okay, have we got this in the back? Nearly. Yes. I think it's in enough. Can we load it? No, it's not quite in enough. It's kind of on the edge. It needs to be further on the deck, and then we can load it, and that's job done. Come on, a little bit more. There we go. That should be fine. There we go. We packed it. It is done. Crane is put away. Up the hill, into the warehouse, and that should be job done. Let's go. Up the hill. Come on, Fleetstar. You know better. There's no way it should struggle up that hill. We've done a lot worse than this. This is quite a short episode, but it was just the fact that we did 2 missions. I was quite happy, and then I got the plan of what's next, and there's no way we can start that today because I think it's going to take us a while. But we'll see next time. Okay, let's finish off this one. So that is the cargo unloaded. That is contract complete. The lost container is finally done, and that is it. A nice short episode. And as I've said, the plan for next episode is logging and the return of the GMC. That's the plan anyway. Watch next episode and find I've done none of that and I've done something else. But that is it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, don't forget to subscribe. A like on the episode does really help the channel as well. And we'll see you next time for more SnowRunner.